What's up, guys? Gonna do a quick video on this bike. It's a personal rider of mine. I actually started working on this in around August of 2019 after an engine that I was gonna get for a custom chopper that I was building on eBay fell through. I didn't have much time left in the year, so I was like, well, let me go ahead and get this finished up since I already had it sitting around. So this is a custom chopper e-bike. I made the whole thing, everything on this. This is a 1440 watt system. It is 48 volt. For those of you that don't know e-bikes well or how they work, this is basically a giant stator motor that's the central hub in the wheel. And this is on a giant 26 by 4 inch wheel, and this has got a 14 speed drivetrain, all good components. Those of you that have known me for a long time know the derailleur setups are all I run. I build all my stuff to ride and ride hard. I don't need any internal geared hubs braking. This has also got a giant 8.5 inch shock. It's got adjustable rebound and compression up at the top. So this is obviously this is actually my second Softail design frames that I built. Got the controller right here. Battery. The on-off switch is actually hidden right there. 3-piece cranks. This outer ring is actually from a vintage 70s road bike, road bicycle that somebody had given me. And I always like making one-off stuff, a lot of times from vintage parts, just because you can't really find stuff anymore with that kind of look. And I've got these pedals on 3 bikes right now. I love them. They're all aluminum. They've got triple sealed bearings, really light, really smooth. Okay, so all this webbing is aluminum, with the exception of the main center one being steel. It acts basically as a giant gusset, frame gusset. The center eye here is glass. And this is candy emerald green paint. So we got 26 by 4 in the rear. The front is a 29 by 3. It's pretty massive. And this is the first and only fork that I've done with this design. This has also got 203 millimeter brakes, disc brakes, front and rear, which stockers I believe are 160 millimeter, which comes out to about 6¼ inches. These are 8 inch. Got another one on the rear motor. Coming down to this steel spider on the kickstand. It's pretty gnarly, heavy duty. This seat is the first leather seat that I actually tooled myself. And it's actually, I believe it's a black dye and of course a blue dye in the center. And then I just, there's a clear protective coating that's over all of it. This is the rear gears and brake. These handlebars took a crazy amount of time. I don't remember how. I think they were 9 pieces total to make them. and then it's all aluminum diamond plate on the tops. Twist throttle only. I don't even install the PAS systems on these electric bikes that I do. This controller, basically this kit, they're all different. This one, I usually bump it up and run it on PAS 5, which is 100% of the battery power to the throttle control all the time. You do have the option, if you drop this down to any of the lower levels, each lower level basically cuts the power to the motor down by a percentage. In this case, probably 20% per each number. As you can see, the bike's, this kit's only got 164 miles on it currently. Monster 7-inch motorcycle headlight, all steel, all chrome. And this is for riding. I run a 3.5 on the rear. It's a 3.5-inch tire stretched on a 4-inch wheel because I like the way a 3.5. I like the way the beads set in the wheel. I do have a 2.5 matching hookworm that I put on the back for show. I like the lower profile look whenever I just show the bike, but for riding I like that extra safety measure of having that extra 1/2 inch. I mean, you start stretching these too much and you just run into too many problems with that bead seating with a decent amount of air pressure in the tire. If you try like a 2.5 or 2.25 stretched on here, you're probably gonna only have to run like 12 to 15 psi before you blow this bead right off. With the 3.5, I can crank up the pressure, which is great for riding. All right, guys.